Hey guys, so it is very nearly November and that means one thing and one thing only. NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month and it's an online challenge to write 50,000 words in the month of November, as that's generally considered the minimum length of a novel. I have done NaNoWriMo almost every year since about 2008 and it is honestly one of my favourite things to do as a writer. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to nano last year and I won't be able to nano this year. This is mostly due to the fact that a June publication means I get the bulk of my editing done in the kind of October to January time period. So I'm always right in the middle of that and can't really drop it to write something new. Also, I haven't quite finished the new project yet, so when I do that I'm just gonna need to not write for a while. Plus I'm in America for most of November and I sure as hell won't get any writing done there. But just because I am unable to nano doesn't mean you guys shouldn't. Like, I know it's a little short notice, but seriously, if you have an inclination towards writing and some vague semblance of an idea to write, it's totally worth it. And here are 5 reasons why. Reason 1, the community is incredible. One of the hardest things about writing long fiction is staying motivated right through to the end. And with Nano you've got the forums if you get stuck or need a pep talk or just want to procrastinate a little bit until the creative juices resume flowing. Also, that handy little word count graph that makes you feel ridiculously guilty if you don't update it for too many days in a row. Reason 2, winner goodies. Winning Nano gives you access to a load of cool stuff like promo codes for writing related things, the most important of which is the Scrivener code. I think this year you get 20% off Scrivener for participating and 50% for winning, which, holy crap, you should absolutely take that offer. Scrivener is a writing program that I've talked a little bit about before. It's what I use and it is literally the most wonderful, beautiful piece of writing software I have ever used. Like, I can't imagine writing on anything else at this point. So if you're short on cash but want to own glorious writing software, now is your chance. Reason 3, bragging rights. How many people do you know who can say they've written 50,000 words in a month? Like, I don't know if you've ever tried to write that much, but it's kind of a lot of words. So it's a pretty damn great achievement and it is definitely something you can brag about once you've finished, even if you'd never do anything with those 50,000 words ever again. Reason 4, it really tests your writing ability. Like I said, staying motivated while writing is one of the hardest things to do, and with Nano you're so determined to get as many words as possible that you just keep going no matter what. Hit writer's block, just keep going on a tangent until things start coming back to you. Run out of plotline? Add in some zombies or something, you're all set. There are no limits with Nano, the only rule is to just keep writing. It might not be what you intended to write when you started out, and it might be the most ridiculous, illogical piece of fiction you've ever written, but I guarantee you'll be a better writer because of it. Finally, reason 5, getting shit done. You will not find a better excuse to shut the whole world away and dedicate whatever free time you have to writing. Doing that at any other time of year, people just call you antisocial. But explain to them that it's part of an online challenge and it's a huge thing that loads of people do and you're signed up to it, and suddenly you're able to cancel all those pesky social obligations mostly guilt-free. People always say how they'd love to write a book but they don't have the time. Now is your time. And it is so rewarding at the end of it. Even if your novel ends up needing to be longer than 50,000 words. Even if you don't get anywhere near the 50,000 word goal. However many words you manage to write before the end of November, that is more words than you had when you started, and it is the first step to potentially creating something amazing. When I first wrote Take Back the Skies back in 2011, I had absolutely no idea that it would eventually become a published book. Like, I was 16, that wasn't even in my vague thoughts. I was just writing because I wanted to. But because of Nano, I finished that novel and I was proud enough of it to start looking into publication, and here I am now. And there are so many other authors whose published books started as Nano novels. So, you want to write a book? November is your time. Now, I haven't been paid or sponsored or anything to say this, not by Nano and not by Scrivener. I just really freaking love both of them and I want to share them with you guys. Like, my life is notably better because I started doing NaNoWriMo. I have achieved things that I never ever thought I'd be able to do, all because at the age of 13, a friend of mine told me about this cool online writing thing she was doing and encouraged me to sign up. So here I am, trying to be that friend for you guys. Sign up, give it a shot, you never know where it might take you. Links to Nano and Scrivener are in the description, as is a link to my Nano profile so you guys can buddy me. And then even though I'm not nanoing myself this year, I can watch all of your progress and live vicariously through all of you. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on joining the madness this year, and I will see you guys soon. Bye! Hey guys, so you may have heard a little bit about this already, especially if you follow me on Twitter, but in a couple of weeks it is YA Shot.